From Arkansas's #1 trusted source for weather. This is a severe weather alert.
Alrighty, good evening, Arkansas. This is Chief Forecaster Cameron back here once again, here to give you guys a live video going over the tornado warning we have in place that is just south of the metro at this current time here. So we just made a post on the page regarding this storm, how it had the pronounced hook, how it had the potential of producing a tornado, and this is what we've got at this current time here. So if you know anyone in the following areas, that's going to be East End, Woodson, Wrightsville, and Keogh. If you know anyone in these areas, I need to take their tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows, put as many walls to you on the outside as possible, and get to the lowest area of your home immediately here. So, like I mentioned before, if you're just now tuning in, we've got live tornado warning coverage at this current time. I want to stress this at this time. This is not going to impact downtown Little Rock. Let me make this perfectly clear. This is not going to impact downtown Little Rock. However, interest just to the south of Little Rock. We're talking Sweet Home. We're talking the landmark area, East End, Woodson, Keogh, England, along Highway 165. Take your tornado precautions immediately. Get away from windows. Put as many walls to you on the outside as possible, and get to the lowest area of your home immediately here. So we do have our partners at Heartland Storm Chasing. They are set up along Highway 165 at this current time. They're going to let me know if they have any kind of rotation or anything like that. I'll also have my guys over here in the background, Chandler, Heidi, Rich. If you guys can let me know in the weather discussion chat if you hear any reports, that would be awesome. And so for right now, if you know anyone in East End, immediately they need to take their tornado precautions immediately at this current time. Now, you just hear the sirens going off in the background here in downtown Little Rock. Let me make this perfectly clear for everyone that is tuning into this live stream. This is not going to impact downtown Little Rock. Let's zoom this out so you guys kind of get a perspective on what we're talking about. There's downtown Little Rock, there's Sherwood, there's Cabot, there's Lone Oak. This is south of downtown Little Rock. So the sirens are going off here in Little Rock, but it is not going to impact downtown Little Rock. East End, you have 6 minutes. Let's talk about what we do whenever we have a tornado warning in place. We want to get away from the windows. We want to put as many walls between yourself and the potential tornado as possible, and you want to get to the lowest part of your home. If your home has a lot of windows, you want to try to find a room in that center part that does not have any kind of windows. That could be a bathroom, that could be a closet, that could be, anywhere within that center part that does not have windows. You want to seek shelter in it. While you're at it, make sure you grab a bicycle helmet. You grab something to protect your head from potential trauma here. So, East End, you have 5 minutes. You've got 5 minutes to seek your tornado precautions immediately. If you are in a mobile home, this is the time now to kind of scout out wherever you're going to go. That could be a gas station, grocery store. Try to get there as quickly as possible here, because a mobile home is not safe during situations like this. So East End, 5 minutes. You have 5 minutes to seek your tornado precautions. Wrightsville, you have 20 minutes. Keogh, and any interest along Highway 165, you have about 20 to 40 minutes before this storm gets to you. Downstream from there, we're going to have to watch those areas just south of Lone Oak, just south of the Hazen area. This should, as it stands right now, stay to the north of Stuttgart and England. But if you're in England as well, you want to take your tornado precautions immediately at this current point. So what we're going to do for just a second, we're going to take a look. Let's go ahead and pull the counties up so you guys can kind of see kind of perspective of where this is at right now here. So we're going to zoom this back down. Give me just one moment. Let's zoom this down. Like so forward, this is going to be right here in East End. So let's take a look at our rotation indicator for just a moment here. There's the area of rotation at this current time. It is just to the southwest of East End. That is going to be right here. Give me just 1 second. That's going to be right there on Highway 367. Anyone in East End right now, you need to take shelter. Don't wait for this to drop down. Don't wait for any confirmations or anything like that. Go ahead and take your tornado precautions now while you are if you are in East End at this point. Any interest on Highway 165 as well. Don't wait for this to get confirmed. Don't wait for pictures and videos to start showing up on social media. Take your life in your own actions. Take your tornado precautions, guys. Don't wait. It's dark. You're not going to be able to see it until it's right on top of you. Make sure you take your tornado precautions immediately here. So If you're just now tuning in, you're trying to catch up with what's going on, we do have that tornado warning in place here. This is Chief Forecaster Cameron, and we're here to give you guys a live coverage regarding this tornado warning. So, tornado warning for southwestern Lonoke County, southeastern Saline County, southeastern Pulaski County until 7:15 this evening here. A severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over East End or 9 miles southeast of Bryant, moving to the east at 45 miles per hour. So we've got a track already in place here. East End, it's on top of you with the next 3 minutes. Wrightsville, less than 20 now. Keogh, you have less than 40. So obviously the hazard is going to be a tornado. Remember, if you are planning on seeking shelter, you want to get away from the windows. You want to get away from the exterior walls. Those are the walls that separate your house from the outside. You want to get away from those walls. You want to put as many walls between yourself and this potential tornado as possible, and you want to get to the lowest part of your home. If you are traveling right now, there's a lot of people that are traveling, a lot of Friday night commute going on. If you are traveling, you need to find a grocery store, a gas station, a restaurant. You need to find a sturdy shelter and get there immediately here. I want everybody that's traveling right now to try to find that shelter here, because the conditions are favorable for the potential of this producing a brief tornado here. So, England, Wrightsville, East End, over towards Scott, Sweet Home, Sardis, and also the Hensley area. You need to take your tornado precautions immediately at this current time here. So let's go over to our correlation coefficient or our debris tracker at this time. And I mean, boy, let's see if we can match this up with the area of rotation right in there, guys. Right in here. I would not be surprised if we had a confirmed brief tornado just to the west of East End at this point. If my guys can get me some information, if you guys hear anything in terms of this is going to be, if this is on the ground or if it's producing any kind of damage, let me know immediately. But East End, you definitely need to be in shelter. And one thing I want to stress as well, if you are in the path of this storm, do not, and I want to make this clear, do not attempt to try to go outside and get photos and videos and stuff of it. Let's get you in the shelter. You know, we've got chasers out there. We've got Derek out there with his crew along Highway 165. We're gonna check with them in just a little bit. We've got professionals out there. Your safety matters. You have to take shelter. Don't wait. Don't wait for this to get confirmed. Don't try to get photos or videos or anything like that, especially if you're in a direct path of this storm. But folks, if you're in East End, you need to seek shelter immediately at this current time. As a matter of fact, let's go back over to our debris indicator here, guys. Like I said before, that matches up right. Okay, so we've got Derek. He is live now on Heartland Storm Chasing. If you guys want to check that out, if one of my guys can get a link in the comments below, we'll get him pulled up here in just a little bit. But like I mentioned before, we've got him set up on Highway 165 here. So he is set up between Keogh and England, awaiting to see what ends up happening with the storm. But guys, if you're in East End right now, you need to seek your tornado precautions immediately. And don't waste any time trying to see this storm here if you're in the East End area. You know, this is going to impact Little Rock. Is this going to impact... okay, so we're having some issues here with the video. Not sure what's going on. It should be back up now. Let me double check into that real quick. You guys, it should be fine on my end. But if you're having issues, let me know. Looks like everything's back up. It was just for that brief second. So if you guys can let me know if it's back up, let me know. I can get out of the live stream and then come back in. But right now, it looks like on my end, looks like everything's still good to go. Okay, so we're gonna keep rocking and rolling like everything's normal. If it's not, then just let me know. But at this current time, as mentioned before, that tornado warning is gonna be in East End. It's gonna continue to move out towards the east at about 40 miles per hour here. So anyone on Highway 165, you need to be taking your tornado precautions immediately at this point. So let's go over to our radar here. Give me just 1 second. We may be having some internet issues here. Wouldn't be shocked if we were. If we are, then we've got our backup here, so you don't have to worry about that. But my guys, if you can let me know in the discussion if there's any issues here. So let me double check and make sure that we're up and running here. I think we are. I'm pretty sure we are. Let me see if we are. Okay, so Facebook went down. Okay. So Facebook went down, but YouTube is still up. That's weird. Okay, so YouTube, bear with me for just a minute. Let me switch this back over and see what's going on. So